In this video, I want to talk about an older but still proven effective way to build up your list from the ground up, and that is through the usage of safe lists. And I'm going to go into detail as to what safe lists are for you. A safe list is basically a mailing list where all members can mail to each other. So these emails cannot be considered as spam because every member has opted in and confirmed their email address. And it doesn't mean that they get access to your email address. It's basically set up through a software system so that you go in through the back end and they have a database where all the people's information is stored. And when it's your time of the week to send out a message, you can send out an email blast to a certain number of people that are part of the safe list. And if you've upgraded, most of the time they'll let you send out a little bit sooner, maybe once every 3 days instead of once every 10 days or something like that. A safe list can be used to advertise affiliate links, business opportunities, and most importantly, squeeze pages for list building. And a big mistake people make is they typically get out there and will just advertise affiliate links, and we'll talk about that. Typically they work best in the make money online niche, as most of them are targeted to that corner of the market. So if that's where you're trying to build up your list, a safe list is a great way to go and reach out new people in this business opportunity niche market. Doesn't mean it won't work in other niches, but typically it's going to be in the business op niche. Some people consider them junk traffic. That's what some people consider it. But any kind of traffic that gets you in front of your targeted audience is good traffic in my book, no matter what. So you might have heard some people say safe lists are garbage. It's still a method I use to put people on my list quite often. So still something I use, I believe in. Is there better ways to build up your list quicker? Most definitely, but it's just another tool to have in your arsenal to reach some additional people that may not have been on your list before. Again, safe lists won't grow your list overnight, but they will bring you some consistent subscribers to your offers and to your list, which is most important. So how to use safe lists correctly? Again, one of the biggest mistakes people make with any type of safe list marketing campaign is they focus on trying to make money directly by promoting affiliate links or sending traffic to a sales page. That's a big mistake people make because if you send them to a sales page, yes, you might get some traffic from that safe list, but if that person doesn't like that sales page offer, which most people don't, usually, sales pages convert at 1 to 3%, some oftentimes a little bit higher, but, on average, a lot of times they'll convert at 1 to 3%. That means for every 100 people you send, maybe only one person will buy. And safe list traffic sometimes is a little bit less than the normal, so that means you might send 100 traffics and not make any sale, so 100 visitors and get no sales. And so you'd be much better off sending those 100 visitors to your squeeze page where you can get them onto your list and you can promote to them later on. And even if you get a few people on your list, those few people have proven interested enough in what you have to offer them that they have opted into your list. That means you can promote to them much easier the next time. So instead, you should be sending that traffic to your squeeze page so you can list build off the traffic you get. So no matter what you do, if you are going to use safe lists, make sure you're sending that traffic over to a squeeze page first. Your safe list promotion should be for them to download your free offer, which gets them onto your list first. That should be how you position all your safe list promotions, and we'll talk about how that looks and what that looks like. A free report or free offer may stand out better as well, since so many people promote the safe list incorrectly. So many people are all about, let me see how much money I can make. I have this chance to email these people, so let me promote to them a multi-level marketing deal. Somebody else might promote all these affiliate offers and they think, oh, I'm going to get all this traffic. And very few people use safe lists. Still, they don't use safe lists correctly. They're not using them to get people onto an email list and follow up with them. So if you offer a free report, a free video course, or a free audio training, something like that, you may stand out above the rest, and that will actually get you even more traffic and a little more notice and exposure. So where do you find these safe lists? You can find them pretty easily, of course, as you probably guessed, using Google, and look for the phrase free safe list or free safe list to find more options. And notice I said safe list twice because the first option you'll want to search for it with the space between safe and list, and the next one you want to search for it with the word safe list run together. The reasoning is, of course, it's one of those phrases where some people write it differently than others, and so you just want to make sure you get that so you pick up the best results possible. Many safe lists out there are free, and they offer upsells, which may give you increased exposure or more ads that you can actually send out. So that's something to definitely consider. But again, most of them are free, and you definitely want to sign up for the free options first, because the free options will actually help you get quite a bit of good exposure. And once you start seeing better results as you move forward, you might start seeing that, hey, I'm getting a lot of results from this person or from this particular safe list, so I may actually upgrade here. So again, if you're on a budget, then certainly just sign up as a free member to at least start getting some additional traffic to your free squeeze page offers. A lot of times free members will be able to hit 5,000 people once every 5 days or so, and a paid member might be able to reach 10,000 people once every 2 days. So you get, over time, you end up getting more traffic, and so it's important. Do the freebie as kind of a trial, and if you're starting to see quite a good results and decent results, then you might want to consider upgrading. Otherwise, just stay with the free option and take the few subscribers you get. So again, sign up for as many free safe lists as you can, but don't pay yet, because you can actually basically become a trial member first. So keep in mind, many safe list websites run a similar script that was developed years ago, so much like giveaway events, some of these sites may look pretty outdated, but it does not mean they aren't good at all for you, and it does not mean you should run away fast. Just a heads up, because you are going to be looking for these sites, and they may end up looking a little bit outdated, especially once you get to the back end of them. But here's some site you can go to find safe lists. This website has been around for quite a while, so I don't anticipate it going anywhere, but safelistRankings.com. So if you're not wanting to go to Google, you can also go to safelistRankings.com, and they will actually rank safe lists. They actually have people that have voted on these, and so you can actually go from the best safe list onwards, and there's a big list of safe lists on this website. So once you go to this site, as long as it's still active, you should have no problem finding safe list, and that is safelistRankings.com. Again, use Google, type in free safe lists. It's important they use the word free, just because that's going to basically help you come across the ones that give you a free sign up option, and that's the important ones, because that's where you can go in there and list build, and you don't have to put out much of an investment at all except for a little bit of time, and we'll talk about this rather quickly. So here's an example of a safe list. This site may change, may not be around very long, but this is a site called Ad Tactics. This is just an example of what a lot of safe lists look like, and you can see in there's 15,224 active members. That's a pretty good sized little safe list in there. So you can introduce your website or promote your opportunity to this site completely and totally free. So one of the things on many safe lists, I actually researched several safe list sites. As you come across them, you'll see a very similar tone or very similar look and feel to their sign up form. You'll see first name, the last name, basically they want basic information, first name, last name, the emails. You set up the username and password. You'll want to put in your PayPal, because a lot of times they'll want you to promote the safe list, and if you do promote it, you might actually get a commission to people that may upgrade. But that's just something you could consider. Safe list, again, another example. Once you sign up for the safe list, just like with giveaway events, you'll get an email typically that'll want to validate. And this is important that you do this step, because you need to validate your list email address. And this is the list email address is going to be the one that you get lots of messages to. So this will be the one that's going to be probably bombarded with a lot of messages. So you might want to set up a separate Gmail account or a Hotmail account or something like that, but set up like a free email account that you can go to check periodically, just to just see what kind of offers are there. But eventually, though, you'll just want to set up a separate account, and the list email address is basically what you need to verify, because that's the address where members are going to also be sending you offers as well. So you might want to have a separate offer so it's easier to go through these so they don't get caught in your regular inbox. So you'll notice once you sign up, it'll say welcome to the premium safe list members area, and this is what a lot of safe lists look like. Some of them will have a different look and feel, of course, but for the most part they're going to have the same things. They'll have like a credit mailer or an opportunity for you to send your ad. Some safe list sites will actually sell solo ads, and a solo ad in a safe list site, you're probably going, well, what's the purpose of that? A solo ad in a safe list site is kind of cool because most safe lists will give you two emails. One is a contact email. The contact email so the safe list can owners and administrators can contact you, and the list email is basically set up so that, you know, like we talked about, so that that's the email where you would get your offers, you know, that they get sent there. So your contact email is, people are going to be a lot more responsive on those, and you can actually buy solo ads to the contact emails. Like Ad Tactics has to 15,000 members, you could actually get a solo ad to Ad Tactics members to their contact list for, you know, pretty decent price. And so those might be some options for solo ads to look at. Now here's an example. You would want to click on credit mailer on that last page. You saw on the left hand side it said credit mailer. Some of them will say system mailer. Other ones will just say send your offer out. Everyone's going to be laid out differently. But you'll want to have your solo ad copy ready to go. And I typically like to copy and paste it into a notepad file. Just like I talked about previously, having a notepad file is very beneficial for you because you can just copy and paste your content right over. So if you're joining a lot of safe lists, or if you're a member of a lot of them, and they allow you to repost your ad, just keep posting that same advertisement. So this would be a good example of swipe copy to use for solo ads and ad swaps as well. But you've got your subject line, you've got your link. I like to use a track to link because they're shorter usually, and also they're beneficial because you can see what kind of traffic you're getting from SafeList as well, and what kind of traffic you're getting from all your campaigns. And what's cool about these, a lot of these tracked links, you might say, well, that's good. Do I have to use a different link for every SafeList? That gets to be too complicated, and don't need to worry so much about that, because a lot of these tools are pretty neat in that they'll tell you what dates you got clicks on, so you know on which date how many clicks ended up there. So you know which date you send out your SafeList ads, you can kind of track how many clicks you ended up getting on that day. But you've got a nice short swipe copy, and you can just copy and paste it into the forms on this page here. So you'll notice here that's what I ended up doing here. Copied and pasted. I took my subject line. I went ahead and copied and pasted my ad in there, which is just a text-based advertisement, and then the URL of the website that I'm putting in there, and then I had 1,000 credits. That's what I got for being free, and free members are allowed to send to this many people, and you can earn credits by referring people to a lot of these safe list sites. So if you had a list of some sort, you could refer people. You could do other methods to refer people to get your credits up, but as you're starting out, they'll give you like 1,000 credits for every week or every month, depending on how they set it all up. Every safe list is going to be different in how it's structured. Here's another safe list example, very similar look and feel. You've got the sidebar on the left hand side. Some of them will have the bar will be at the top for the navigation. This is another safe list site called List Effects. Here's another safe list example. It's called List Building Maximizer. You'll notice the arrow pointing up, and this is because I wanted to show you an example. I went here to send out through the credit mailer another ad to my list, and it says every 4 days. So since I'm a free member, I'm allowed to send every 4 days, and your last email was set at March 17th. And so it tells you I need to wait 2 more days and 12 hours before I'm allowed to send again. So it tells me when I can send again. So I'll remember, hey, in a couple days, 3 or 4 days, I should go back to this website and send out my ad again. So that means, every 4 days I could technically send out my ad. So each month I could send out my ad 7 or 8 times a month, to get out there. And so it's one of those things that it may seem monotonous, but it doesn't take a lot of work, and it's copy and paste simple from your notepad file. Some you may be able to send out once every 7 days, some once every 10 days, some once a month. Some safe lists may be every 3 days. Like this one, for example, is once every 4 days. Everyone, again, is going to be different. They're going to have a different number of subscribers. They'll have different people. So the goal here is to join as many safe lists as possible for you. So here's another safe list example. This is one that was signed up for. enter your message below. There's actually 28,778 members in this list opportunity. So you can put in your subject line, copy and paste your email, and you're good to go. And again, every safe list, this one looks a little bit different than the other ones. Now, here's another example. After you opt in for a safe list or sign up for one, a lot of times you're going to be hit with these special offers, and these special offers or one-time offers, depending on what they call them. Some of these are one-time offers, some of these are special offers you see every time you log in. And again, this is one of those deals where you don't want to invest right away, unless you're really comfortable doing that. That's great, but I recommend since every safe list is different, you decide which ones you're getting results from, and then decide if you want to upgrade later on. Because again, every safe list will be slightly different for you as far as results you get. So if you're getting results from it, then it might be worth it to upgrade so you can send out to more people, so you can send out more messages, and some of them may not be worth upgrading for you. So especially if you're on a budget, this is a great way to start out with. So again, when you're on a budget, the goal is to sign up to as many free safe lists as possible. And even if you're not on a budget, if you have an unlimited budget, still sign up for different safe lists, because it's another free way to get traffic. Almost all will give free members a chance to send out an email, as of course that is what a safe list is for. And again, many will try to upsell you, which is perfectly fine. That's just marketing. That's how they make their money. Just again, be careful not to sign up for everyone that comes along, because you could actually spend a lot of money. So the word of caution is sign up for the free ones. If it works for you, then sign up later. Again, wait till you used it and then upgrade on the special once you log in. A special one-time offer, those can be tempting, but try to hold your ground before pulling the trigger, and decide if that's going to be good for you. And if it's just a super deal, like it's $47 and they're going to give you lifetime membership access, you may want to consider it. Every offer is different, so I'm not here to tell you not to upgrade. I've actually upgraded on several of them, and I definitely saw the results from it. My main thing is you don't want to just go out there and start upgrading to a bunch of these, because then you want to make sure you're getting the best return on your monetary investment. So again, sign up for as many free safe lists as possible to accelerate your return on the time investment that you're putting in here. So sign up for as many of these. They're easy to sign up for. Have a free separate email box where all the safe list promos could go. Put in your contact email so that you can validate and verify that the emails. But it's very possible on that safe list exchange, safe list review site, that you could find 100 safe lists that you could actually join up and be a part of. And all of these you could send your ad out to every few days, and you could see how this could get very huge for you rather quickly. So again, we want to thank you for joining me on this safe list training opportunity. It's a great way to build your list, and it is another powerful way to build up your list. So make sure you get out there looking for free safe lists to join. Take action. Try to join a safe list at least once per week. But if we research them, you could get involved a few times per week, in new ones, which is going to be very powerful. And just keep in mind, you want to try to get yourself a separate email account, whether it's a Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo. You want to get another email account. Most of the time you'll want to go with Gmail, because that tends to be the most deliverable, and some of them, the safe list will not let you have a Yahoo account or an AOL account. So make sure you have a separate inbox that's separate from your main contact email or your main customer support email, just because you are going to get a lot of messages, because that's just basically the point of safe list. So keep that in mind when you do it. But safe list is another way to get some people and eyeballs to your squeeze page, which is so important. The more you join, the more exposure you'll end up getting. And a key point is, don't forget about coming back to each safe list you sign up for to promote your free offer again. And again, many of them let you send out once every 3 to 5 days, some of them once a week. But the main thing is, if you sign up for 100 safe lists in the next year, it doesn't mean you can only send out your first initial promo and you're done. That means you could go back to those technically and log in, once a week, and just start sending out to all those again. And maybe you have a day per week where you set aside 2 hours, and it's just going to be to log into safe list and copy and paste your advertisement. Do it while you're watching TV. it's a simple strategy. It is time consuming, but it's a simple strategy. You're just sitting there, and that's why it's important to use the same emails, so you know what those are. Use the same username and password, so it's just super easy. Boom, this is my username and password. Log in, copy and paste, hit send, get traffic to your squeeze page. Next one. Just keep doing that, no matter how many squeeze pages you have. And keep in mind, you can keep coming back to continue driving traffic. And what's going to happen is, especially if you're a free member, they may have 15,000 people on that list, and you're only allowed to email 1,000. So the next time you send out your ad, maybe after a week or so, it's going to send it to a different 1,000 people. So a different 1,000 people are going to be exposed to your offer and your squeeze page, and that's where a lot of people miss the effectiveness of squeeze pages, and that's where you can get exposure to a lot of eyeballs on your offer. So I hope this was beneficial, and make sure you go out and start taking action on this opportunity.